extracurriculars. I didn't do sororities. I didn't do none of that because that wasn't me. I really just wanted to go get an education. That was it. Like, that's all my mama really embedded into me was go do something, be something. So I went there for the education piece, and I was doing getting all my A's every semester. Sometimes I may fail, got a B, not fail, but I got a B, and I didn't want that. But it gave me what I needed. It's giving me my degree. So I say I got what I wanted out of it.
Any more questions?
Um, for like the seniors or like the rising seniors, do you have any like advice or like things that they need to be prepared for like college or anything?
Adulting. You're on your own. You're not on your own because my family was always there, but it's gonna be some times where like I remember times I needed to call somebody and they just might have been too busy to pick up, and it's just like I'm in that zone right now where I gotta figure it out at this second. So it's just like you on your own. You every decision is your decision. You gotta make it. Just don't think about your decision, but don't. I say don't second guess yourself because a lot of times when I second guess myself, I went back and like, dang, I shouldn't have done that. Like I should have went with my gut. So it's just like if you know what you want to do and you got your mind for it, be great at it and don't let nothing stop you from being the best you.
What type of courses do you think that high school seniors, or what while they're in Bertie, what courses do you think that they should, or extracurricular stuff that they should really concentrate on to help them toward college?
I don't academics wise, cause like when I went, I would say like literacy courses. I don't know how to really say it, but like I had to teach myself a lot of stuff. I had to teach myself a lot of stuff, like because Bertie really lacked it. So it was just like I would say like after school programs. I feel like Berkeley doesn't have that many after school programs that can teach the extra. Like I remember like sometimes my teachers they use like big words on the boards and I did not know what it means, and I would find myself like looking it up because I didn't know. So like I don't know like what exact courses, but I feel like it's so much more knowledge out there in the world that Bertie is really not. Well, when I it may have gotten better now, but when I was in school, I didn't when I got into college, I felt like I was kind of lost a little bit because a lot of times we didn't have teachers. So we was getting passed on. So, I mean, I feel like as long as they got teachers who really care about kids and is really putting something in them to learn, the courses they teach them, like literacy courses, after school programs, I feel like that's a big help to, like, expand their brain and get them the full knowledge that they can use in college.
You mentioned a lot of doing a lot of papers. Uh, did Bertie prepare you for doing those types of papers that you're required to do in college?
I may be wrong, but I don't remember doing a paper at Berkeley, except for my senior project. That was it. Your senior project that you're required to do to graduate, that was the only paper I remember doing. So I had to figure it out because a lot of times Bertie did not prepare me to do papers. They did not. I was when it came. I was really, I could write a paper. I know I could write a paper, but I didn't have no experience in writing a paper. So it was a lot of times like I used like Grammarly on the internet to like help me like use my grammar, practice MLA, APA because they didn't. I didn't learn that stuff. Like I remember I used to look it up online because I had to teach myself something that I was supposed to have been taught in high school, and that I could have saved a lot of time if I had knew it prior to going to college. So I was like teaching myself, hoping that I'm doing it right. And a lot of times my feedback from my last paper where I may got like points taken off because I didn't know that, I would take that for my next paper because it's like I'm teaching myself something that should have already been taught to me.
So if they were to practice doing papers now, or book reports or whatever, that would probably help them more in
Yeah,
college.
yeah, it would because it's giving you the experience. So when you get in college, it's easy to you because once I did it my freshman and sophomore year, my junior year, my freshman, my junior year, and my senior year, me writing a paper was not hard. I was, it's not hard because I already know what I got to do. I already know this is how they want it to be done, and I could have did that my freshman and sophomore year if I learned it in high school.
there's any more questions in the audience?
We will now have a question by Trevante Askew.
Is college as stressful and complicated as people make it seem?
Yeah. It's a mind thing. I tell people that all the time. Your mind, as long as you got in your mind you want to do it, you can do it. Cause I'm telling y'all, I used to be 1:30 in the morning trying to write a paper and I'm crying because it's like it's this stressful. And I don't say that to scare y'all, but it's stressful because it's like you taking 5 courses at one time. And I know y'all take 5 courses now in high school, but 5 courses in college is totally different because sometimes I had 3 papers due in 1 week. And then I'm trying to maintain a social life, and I was working too. Like I had to work, so it's a lot. And I used to just be like, sometimes I wouldn't even sleep. I would stay up all night trying to do a paper. So it is real stressful. But long as you got in your mind that this is what I want to do, you stress about a lot of stuff and you get through it. So that stress about college, you'll get through it, but you just gotta know what to expect and how to maintain it.
That's it. Well, thank you for coming here today, Jania, and talk to us.
You're welcome.
And that will be the end of our podcast. Thank you for watching.